Hi, and welcome back to Self Care Black Girls, a podcast where we relax, sip tea, and chat about bettering ourselves as black girls. I'm Bibi, and I'll be helping guide you to make better choices in your daily lives. So, hello, everybody. I hope everybody had a safe Easter, I guess is the best way to put that. Yeah. I apologize for this episode going up or being recorded even after it was supposed to go up last week. I didn't realize that the last episode in March was the last one I had pre-recorded, so I apologize for that. But we're here. It's almost a week later, but it's here. So this week's episode is going to be on doing what's best for you. Now, I don't really have any notes for this. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it because there is and there isn't a lot to say when it comes to this topic. There's your basics, don't let anybody, tell you what's best for you. And I think that's really one of the biggest things to think about when it comes to doing what's best for yourself. There's going to be people out there, there's going to be people out there that think they know what's best for you. They just, for some reason, believe that God gave them the power to tell you what is best for you. That's not the case. That's not how it works. You are the only person capable of saying what's best for you. Nobody can tell you what's best for you. Now, people can guide you into a general direction based off of what you've told them, maybe. But that's about it. Like, guiding, and I would even take that with a grain of salt unless you were already leaning in that general direction that they're guiding you in. Just be smart and remember that nobody can really tell you what's best for you. I understand that, maybe you see a therapist or psychologist or psychiatrist, which I think is all generally the same thing, but I don't know. They may, point you in a direction, and honestly, they may be able to give you a better idea of, where to go. I still wouldn't take that as them telling you what to do, but I would be more accepting maybe of what they're saying. Take it as a suggestion and not really them telling you what to do, because you're paying them to help you. They're trained to be able to help you, decide, help you through whatever you're going through, help you decide, I guess decide what's best for you, but the decision is ultimately yours. Nobody, no therapist, psychiatrist, psychologist, your parents, your, next of kin, some other familial relationship, they can't tell you what to do. So they can't tell you what's best for you. They can only make suggestions. So just remember that. And another big thing about doing what's best for you stems off of that, and where people are kind of telling you what not to do. So you may be doing something that you think is best for you, and then here comes somebody, telling you, hey, that might not be a good idea, yada, yada, yada. Well, that person, unless it's your conscience, is not you. Don't pay them any mind unless they're telling you something that will keep you out of harm's way. Now, obviously, you need to listen to them if they're telling you something that could be the difference between life and death. But if what they're telling you is something based off of their personal experience, like, hey, I went there, did it, didn't like it, or something of that sort, then I wouldn't necessarily, put anything behind what they're saying. But look at both of these situations. You could look at both of these situations like this. If you feel that what they're saying is best for you, then by all means listen to them. Don't take this as me telling you not to listen to them at all. But also, you need to think for yourself. is what they're telling me the best thing for me? And then you can make that ultimate decision as to whether you heed their advice or not. Another big thing about doing what's best for you is to not be afraid. There are going to be paths that our lives go down that are scary. There's going to be things that you're not confident in, or that you never in a million years could see yourself doing. But in that moment, when you're being put into a position where that whatever that thing is the best thing for you to do, then take it. Opportunities come once in a lifetime, and though it may make you uncomfortable, it may be scary, jump on it, because this might be the last opportunity you get, or the last for right now, to jump on it. So be wise and be safe, but jump on that opportunity when it comes knocking, because if you feel it's best for you, then chances are it is, and you need to hop on it before the opportunity passes over. But yeah, like I said, I wasn't really expecting this episode to be a long one, because it's really more of an affirming one. Sometimes this is just something that you need to hear, and sometimes that's all people need, is just to hear from somebody that, yes, the road may be tough, this decision may not be the easiest to make, but you can do it. If you know in your heart that it's what's best for you, then jump on it. Think about it. Let the initial shock or fear, settle down, and then jump on it and get right to it, because you're going to thank your future self. You're going to thank your future self for doing it. But that's all that I have for this episode. And like I said, I'm sorry that it's going up so late. But, I was really busy. I had a lot of projects due the week before this episode came out, which is usually when I pre-record all of them. So, yeah. Tomorrow's episode will be going up on time, 10, I think it's 10 o'clock or 10:30 as usual. So I will thank you all so much for listening, and I will see you all tomorrow with a new episode. Bye. Thank you all so much for listening this week. If you have any questions, comments, stories, or tips, and you'd like to share them with me, email me at selfcarebgirl@gmail.com. If you'd like to help other people find this podcast, don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review us on iTunes to help get the word out. If iTunes isn't your preferred method of listening, you can also find us on Spotify, YouTube, and many more streaming platforms. If you'd like to interact with other listeners or keep up with announcements and giveaways, you should follow me on Instagram at selfcareblackgirls. Join the Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/selfcareblackgirls, or follow me on Twitter at selfcarebgirls. Don't forget, you all still have the option to donate by either visiting my Patreon link or my merch link in the bio of my Instagram and Twitter. Thank you all so much for listening, and I will see you all next week. Bye.